Good morning. Well, after a recent camping trip, there were some problems I had with my van. So I'm coming to you today from my cluttered garage to show you what I hope to do about one of those problems with the van. I'll show you what problem I have. This is my first time out camping since I bought the van. So I know I've got a lot of kinks to work out, and this is one of them. Okay, it has rain guards on it on 3 of the windows. It does not on the driver's door, but that's okay. However, the problem with it is, and I'll show you this. I've got this one down over here. They've got the rain guards up so high that this space that I can barely fit my finger in is about the most I can roll my windows down when it's raining. So I hope to remedy that today. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the rain guards off, and I bought this product right here, and I'm going to see if I can lower them any. I looked at them. They're not very tall. The rain guards aren't. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to make much of a difference or not, because even sticking my fingers up into them, they're only like that deep. But there is such a large piece of molding on the inside of this window that I may drop them down past that, and hopefully it'll still be secure enough at the top that rain won't run behind it. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I got me a stool set up so that I'm not looking up and breaking my neck the whole time. And then, see if I can get this adjusted. Okay. And then, hopefully to keep from scratching, I've got like a little plastic device, kind of sharp. Don't know what it is. It's just something I had in the toolbox. And if that doesn't work, I will resort to a flathead screwdriver. So let's see if I can get this off. All right, let's go from the other side. Okay. All right, got it off. Managed to do it without breaking it. Let me show you what I'm working with here. All right, so, this is a mounting tape that was used. It's a foam. All right, they had it glued all the way up here. See the molding on the inside? I'm going to see if I can glue it down here and still have enough of a seal. Otherwise, I may have to buy some more rain guards because those are not cutting it. But instead of $40 to a little over $100, the tape I bought was about $10. So this is what I'm going to try first. Where this had been, there was a little bit of foam stuck to it. So I put some coconut oil on it and hope that'll soften it up a little bit, and put it on the rest of the plastic piece. And most of the foam came off, but there's some adhesive left here, so I put some on there too. And then when that comes off, I'll wash it with soap and water. And then I will clean it all with alcohol really good. Now, let me show you what's going on. Okay. This is the rain guard itself. Some of the foam did stick on it. So I'm just going on here, peeling it off best I can. This one had been put back on recently. When I bought the car, it was kind of like hanging off to one side, so they reapplied it. So this tape is fairly new. And when I get to the others, it might be brittle and it'll be harder to get off. This isn't hard to do, it's just very time consuming. And you want to make sure you don't break anything or scratch up your vehicle. So this is the original tape. A little bit tore off right there. And then there's a damaged spot right there that I think I'm just going to get something sharp and try to whittle it down. And the rest of it looks pretty good. So I think I'm just going to repair this a little bit and clean up the door and put up new tape and see how that works. I have the van cleaned up. There's still a tiny little bit of adhesive right there. If I rubbed it long enough, I might could get it off. I don't know. But you know what? This is a functional vehicle, not a show car. So I'm not worried about that. And that cleaned up pretty good. Just a tiny bit of adhesive there, but it's going to be covered. Now, one other thing I thought I might do. Right. Put my extra piece right here to flatten that out, and an extra piece right there, and then that red tape peels off, and then that's the sticky. What I'm thinking about doing, if you look at these, I'm laying them on the hood of the car, so I don't know if you can see it or not. A longer flat surface. These are not really straight. I don't know if you can tell or not, but in the middle, it kind of bows in and sags down. So it's closer to the window there, which makes me think I'm not getting as much wind protection. So what I think I might do is here on the ends, I might put more than a couple of layers of tape on it, like center at the top, a little more here, a little thicker here, a little thicker here, a little thicker here, to make it slant instead of being, oh, I can't do this, instead of being almost straight down, make it kind of slant out a little bit more, like the eaves of your house, and maybe that will give me a little more rain protection. May not work, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, I brought it outside onto my patio. I don't know if you can see or not, but there is actually a space here I can slide my finger up under. But the closer it gets to the center, it's right at the ground. So I'm gonna try to build it out a little to get a little more, like, I don't know, hopeful protection, a little more of a roof. On the end pieces, I ended up putting 4 on there. So what I did is I'd add a layer, and then, I'll show you, I would peel back the adhesive so that the next piece could stick. I glued down the next piece, peeled back the adhesive, third piece, peeled back the adhesive, and now I'm ready to add my 4th piece. Let's see if I can do this without dropping everything. That way it keeps my adhesive clean until I'm ready to put it on the van. Let's see about putting this on here. So, pull, pull. I don't know if you can see it or not. Can you see my little stair steps of adhesive? So that hopefully it will build out that bottom to where I've got a little more coverage. I don't have to worry about rain blowing in as easily. I gotta tell you, all of these tapes on anything that's adhesive is really hard to get started. All right, we're gonna get it though. All right, the moment of truth. Let's see if I can get it on there. All right, it's on. There we go. A little bulky. Like I said, it's not a show car. Looks like it's stuck pretty good all the way across. And I am right at the bottom. So I'm gonna get inside and I'm gonna measure how much the window's open right now, and then we'll measure to see if I can open it anymore. Okay, this is also an example of how these things are drooping down. See on this side here, sags in the middle, goes up on the ends. But because of the distance I have it from the car, I believe I can actually roll it down a little more. Okay, with the original way it was setting from the from the original way it was sitting from the molding to the window crack was hard to see right here, which was about a ½ inch. So let's see what I can bring it down to now. Okay, so here we are at the new setting. From that molding down to the window. Is 1 inch. So I was able to double the size. So now I just have to do that 2 more times, but it will give me 3 times the ventilation I originally had. So I guess it's a win.